take Tango for a walk with my Sea Scout uniform on.
Because he's cool.
Do you want my hair, by the way? Lockdown, it's a lockdown haircut.
It's not
Doesn't
good.
look bad, does it? Right, let's take Tango for a walk. Yeah, so Tango, she runs around a lot. She's a very active dog, so I need the long retractable lead. It's not there. Can't see the lead anywhere. That's strange. It's normally here. No, I'll have to use another lead.
Whatever will we do?
We can use this lead, but it's a bit short, and she likes to have a bit of a long lead. So how am I going to lengthen this lead? I've got an idea. Why don't we use a knot? Tango, come on, Tango. In your own time, Tango.
She's old. She's slowing down.
Let's go, Tango. Okay. So this week Tango isn't a boat. Tango is actually a dog. So we'll just slip that round there. Here you go, Tango. Come here. Pop that round. So a good knot for tying and extending a rope. What can I use? This rope is actually quite thick. This rope here is actually quite thin. I know what I'll use. I'll use the sheet bend. Okay, the sheet bend. Sheet as in the sheet of a sail, and a bend because the knot itself, one of the pieces of knot in the, rope in the knot is actually bent. So it's a sheet bend. So first off, this is a little bit of a cheat, to be honest, because this rope that I've got here actually has a loop in it already. So it makes it a little bit easier. So what I'm going to do is join this length of rope to this length. So in some respects it's a little bit like a bowline. The rabbit actually comes out of the hole, out of its little burrow. It goes round the back of the tree, like we saw with the bowline. And then, actually, we don't put it back down the burrow. We tuck it back under the rope that has just been passed around the back of the black rope there. And we pull that tight. And that makes a surprisingly good, simple knot for joining two lengths of rope together. Look at that, I've got a nice long lead that I can take Tango out with. Look at that.
Do you like that?
One of the things about the sheet bend though is that it's a very simple knot and it's a very quick knot, but in certain cases it can slip a little bit. So in fact one of the things you can do to make it less likely that it's going to slip is, let's look again. Here's the rope in my right hand here. I'm feeding this through the loop, through the bend if you like. I'm folding it round. Tango sounds a bit disgruntled there. I'm folding it around the back of that loop, and rather than tucking it under the white rope as I did before, what I can actually do is do a little round turn in there. So you can see what I've done there. I've taken the rope and I've looped it round once, around the black rope there, and then, just as before, I tuck it under, and then I can just tighten that up. And that makes a more secure sheet bend, because I guess you've got more sort of, I don't know, friction there if you like, of the rope holding on to the thicker dark rope there. So that is a sheet bend. Apparently it's a very old knot.
Like Dad.
A lot older than me.
Wow.
It gets talked about a lot in old documents about sailing and things like that. It's used a lot in sailing, as I say, for tying up sails, hence the name sheet, which we talked about. Am I a bit close there?
No.
It's also called the weaver's knot because, and I don't know anything about this, it's only what I read online, weavers, as if the warp in a sort of a weaving loom breaks, and I'm guessing the warp is the sort of the twisted cotton on there, they use a sheet bend to actually tie the two pieces of thread back together again. And I know it's used a lot as well in nets, fishing nets, so to actually form the structure of the fishing net. So I cheated a little bit here because there's already a loop in this rope. So I thought, just to finish off, what I could do is just show you what you actually do if you haven't got a ready-made loop in the rope. So here we are. Here's a rope. We'll have a length of rope. It's a little bit thicker than the one I'm going to join it to. So all I simply do there is I make a loop myself, just with my hand. You can see the loop there, you can see the bend, if you like. Here's the rope. Feed it through, round the back, all the way round the back. Can you see that?
Yep. Thank you.
So I've fed it through, I've fed it all the way around the back, and I've tucked it in there, and there we go, pull it tight. Simple little knot, and a very useful little knot as well. So Tango's looking a bit fed up there, so I think I'll just put my sheet bend on there, feed it through, feed it round. She's a very strong dog, so I think I'll put an extra round turn in there just to make it a little bit stronger, and then feed it under the white rope, but making sure it doesn't go down the loop there, and pull it tight. There we go. So that's it from me. Nice simple one this week. That was knot number 6. The idea was that there were going to be 6 knots in the series, because I thought that perhaps after 6 weeks of lockdown things might be easing up a little bit, but they're not. So if you guys want more knots, you're going to have to like me. You're going to have to put things there on comments on there, and if you're lucky, I might do another knot next week.
But nobody likes you.
Thank you very much, Rebecca. So that's it from me. Stay safe, wash your hands, look after yourself, look after your family, and see you next time, perhaps. So bye-bye, Tango. Bye-bye, Tango. Say bye-bye.